first wine star of the evening is a very special star for Restaurateur of the Decade, and it goes very deservingly to Alan Stillman. Alan has had his finger on the pulse of diners and drinkers for more than 40 years, and wine has been an integral part of his many successes as a pioneering wine enthusiast. With the creation in the early 70s of TGI Fridays, the original singles scene, Alan gave the baby boomer generation a place to meet and mate. Later, with Smith & Wollensky, the quintessential American steakhouse, he gave us a power spot to close our biggest deals. And in '86, Alan turned his focus even more on wine by creating National Wine Week. Held twice a year, it has become the premier wine restaurant event in America. At its inception, it consisted of 4 restaurants and 20 vintners and featured such wine stars as Robert Mondavi and Piero Antinori. Since then, more than 3 million customers have attended National Wine Week and have been given the opportunity to taste 10 different wines with their meals. In 2009 alone, more than 24,000 bottles of wine were sampled during the 2 National Wine Weeks, crowning Alan as one of wine's greatest ambassadors. In '97, with his son Michael, Alan founded the Fourth Wall Restaurant Group, where they continue to integrate wine into innovative restaurant concepts. Their 2 newest include Park Avenue Winter, Spring, Summer, and Autumn, and Quality Meats. And soon, Michael will be opening the very exciting Hurricane Bar. Can't wait to see that one. For furthering the appreciation of wines to a broad spectrum of hundreds of thousands of diners, Wine Enthusiast is delighted to name Alan Stillman our Restaurateur of the Decade. Alan?
Thank you very much for all of you for coming this evening, and I certainly would like to thank the Wine Enthusiast. I'm not quite sure how someone becomes a restaurateur or a winemaker or anything else of a decade. That's an awful long time, but I do know one thing: somebody's going to have to wait 10 years to take this away, so that's at least one thing I've got to offer, that's for sure. Adam's right. We do have great love of wine in all of our restaurants. We have wines that are named after the restaurants in almost every single restaurant that we have, and more than 20%, close to 25% of our sales are wine sales. A lot of it got started with my intrepid wife, who actually planted a vineyard at the eastern end of Long Island. And Donna and I, for 10 years, fought the birds off at 5 a.m. and had great vendages on the beach and enjoyed it immensely. Some time ago, about 8 years ago, my son Michael has joined the company, and as you heard from Adam, he has opened 2 of the newest, finest restaurants in the city, and he's working on the newest restaurant to open up in the summer, which will be called the Hurricane Club. Not the Hurricane Bar, but that's okay, as long as you'll show up. In any case, due to the enthusiasm of both my wife, Donna, and my son, Michael, and all of our wine people who are here tonight, it has been one hell of a great run. And last of all, I'd like to thank all of you who are not only great suppliers, but extraordinary customers. And both Michael and I are looking forward to seeing you in our restaurants tomorrow night. Thanks very much for coming.